use your skull as a bowl. Who will never ever sell their soul? No. Who's stoking up the coals of hell? Who cannot be controlled? You know it's we three trolls, we three trolls. Now don't you get your overalls in a twist, y'all, but this podcast ain't endorsed by that world-famous comedy store or any kind of world-famous nothing. These three folks are just too rude, you hear? Who goes to the grassy knoll on an evening stroll? You know it's we three trolls, we three trolls. Yee-hoo! Get ready to be offended, y'all.
It's going to sound like shit, listeners. This is just how it is. It's the quarantine. Everyone's art looks like fucking garbage. Even the Tonight Show is being done on Zoom. Why even watch TV? Here's an idea. Why don't we just start reading? Use your fucking imagination for once, and you don't need to look at people all the fucking time.
Reading's not really using your imagination. You're reading somebody else's imagination, isn't that?
But you pretend that they look like someone you know, or whatever.
That's true. I read all those vampire novels just to read about them fucking, which is really sad, actually.
Yeah, it's super sad, dude.
Yeah.
Those books were thick. They were like 500 pages. I was like, I'm done reading for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
This saga is over.
Yeah.
That's how I felt after college. I've read enough.
I'm good.
I don't need to read anymore.
I'll read some things that I might be interested in, but the only thing that really interests me now is conspiracy theories, or just anything besides what the fuck everybody else is talking about on Facebook with their mainstream media bullshit. It's everybody sounds the same. I'm just like, is there something interesting, even though I know it might not be true? Like, even if it's like lizard, at least it's interesting. You know what I mean? It's like, it's interesting to me.
It's no more dishonest than what you hear and see in the news.
That's true.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
It's very true.
And it's a crime to be boring.
It should be.
It's a moral crime.
It should be.
Boring. So
Lock me up.
Yeah, let's see if we can bore our audience.
Well, you can push your mic a little bit closer.
Closer?
Yeah. It looks pretty good. Like I said, we've downgraded from like a 24-track professional studio. Like, you could go into the basement and record a fucking Pink Floyd album. In fact, the equipment is probably more state-of-the-art than the actual Pink Floyd albums were recorded on.
Yeah.
And now, instead, we're in your kitchen, doing the best we can, God damn it.
We're trying, guys. We're fucking trying, dude. I'm surprised I can even fit in my kitchen.
I do think it's interesting. People just won't stop watching TV. This is a great opportunity to learn a fucking language, learn how to type. You could learn how to type properly, to use the internet better. There's a lot of stuff you could have done.
I took typing when I was in high school.
I did too.
Everyone had to, but guess what? I still do it with one fucking finger, like a complete
No, I got
retard.
good at it.
Not me.
And there was a hot chick who I sat next to.
That makes it
Who
better.
was just hot for forever. She was the only chick who, when I went to like a high school reunion, who was like still kind of hot.
Yeah.
Everyone else was huge and fat.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You got invited to your high school reunion.
Everybody did.
Speaking of being huge and fat, I
did
cannot wait till everything opens up so I can see how fat everybody got. I really can't. It's going to be really... Besides me, maybe it's just me being selfish. But I'm like, no, everybody must suffer.
Everybody must be
It's
fat.
like... when you don't got to put pants on, and go to your job. What else is there to do? You just think about food and what your next meal is going to be, because that's all that's left to do. By the way, I downloaded Babbel because I was going to learn Spanish. Because I was like, let me try to learn Spanish.
Espanol.
Took it in high school, was really good at it, but you don't use it, you're not going to know anything.
Use it if you don't live in California, where everyone speaks fucking Spanish.
Right.
And no one speaks English.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I should learn it. And I think I tried for like 2 days and I got bored with it. And I'm like, what a fucking loser I am. I'm like, here I am watching ID Network and murder, waiting for a Dateline episode, crying at Michael Jordan, that Michael Jordan thing, just the one that's on ESPN about the Bulls and shit. I'm like, God damn. Jordan was petty, but he was He was good, man.
This is not.
If you want a good cry,
I could not
watch
give less of a fuck about.
Last
He threw a
Dance.
fucking ball in a hole. Get over it, people.
You son of a bitch. You
Get
take that
over it.
back right
I'm gonna
now.
cry over this. I want to cry about
He was
his
the best shit
I want to
talker
cry
ever.
about his gambling debts that got his father killed. How
There you
about
go.
that? How about you be a better son instead of a better baller, motherfucker?
What happened with that? Was it because of Michael Jordan that his father
Oh
died?
no,
Was that murder?
that's the
but-
conspiracy theory. Yeah, but
yeah.
I think the reality is the father was the one who had a gambling problem too.
Could be.
Yeah.
When you owe people money, you got to pay it
Gambling
back.
it's a bad addiction because you don't get to hurt yourself like most addictions. It's other people get to come and hurt you.
Dude,
you know.
worst. When I worked in Vegas, I just remember seeing these degenerates like just losing all their money. They had, free hotel, free buffet, and they thought they were getting something. And meanwhile, people would wait in line like for like Thanksgiving. They're like, we are giving away turkeys and pies. People were waiting in line to have spent thousands and thousands of dollars. They're like, oh, I'm gonna get my free turkey, my free pie. I'm like,
Free
you guys
turkey and
realize
pie.
these drinks aren't really free. You guys are fucking gambling. And it was the same people. They're like, hey, is that progressive hit yet? Has a progressive hit yet? I'm like, my God, dude. Even
What
if
does
they
that
do
mean,
win,
progressive hit yet?
like it's like the highest, like certain machines, like if it's a poker machine or if it's a nickel machine, it depends. They're like, if you hit this, let's say it's like four of a kind, you win the $10,000.
Oh, okay.
Right? And you have to get
And that comes up just every fucking whatever time.
Yeah. And like sometimes they're like, hey, is it really high? When does it usually hit? Because they know we work and we know when it hits, like around what. But sometimes it's just random. You just don't know,
If you want to be a good gambler, you need to have autism. Hardcore, extreme autism where you just count numbers and shit
Yeah, you gotta
in
be
your
like
head.
a fucking math nerd. To sit there.
Or be like just like my aunts. And my aunt and uncle have both won progressives numerous times, like over $150,000 worth. And she doesn't even know what she's doing. She's just pushing buttons and literally feeding the machine. And she's like, what? They actually went and took the machine down. They're like, I think this machine is broken. She's like, no, it's not. I will fucking kill you. Because you hear my accent, you think I don't know what the hell She's like, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pushing buttons, but it says I won,
That's what they always do. And if someone wins a bunch of hands of blackjack, they take that dealer out and put someone else in.
Yeah, of course.
How do people think that this? I mean, my own father did this crap all the time. It's like, what do you think you're gonna get money out of that fucking
You
machine,
just get
you dumb
high off of
motherfucker?
it. You get high off. Like for me,
Could get high off drugs. Why don't you waste your
I
money on that?
enjoyed playing poker. It didn't matter how much money, how high or how up I was. I never walked away from the table. I wasn't fully satisfied until I left with nothing. I left with nothing. Like, and it's not even being satisfied. It's just like I was like, oh, this is where I am mentally. I cannot gamble. Like I'm not good at it. Like I'm good at it. I know how to play, but I refuse to walk away when I win. I just want.
Every
I
time
want
I've
to
ever
keep
gambled,
playing.
I've always come out just slightly below. So I've always just slightly lost money, and it's like that is definitely not an incentive to get me hooked into
playing.
gambling. If
know.
you always it's not that you lose a lot, so you see it's all dramatic. It's not that you win a bunch.
Yeah.
It's like it's always just a little
It's a
bit
time
less.
waster.
It's like
So some people watch
this is
TV.
fucking
Some
lame.
people will sit in a casino all day and
Yeah.
like just gamble. And literally, that's what they do. Like a lot of I get why old people like to play it. Like it's like okay.
They got nothing
Like
else
fuck my
going on.
grandkids. You don't get any of this
Yeah.
money when
Yeah.
I die. It's gonna go all back to the casino. All these nice cocktail waitresses that keep bringing me my mint juleps and my white Russians. Oh my god, I wasn't ever good at that. Walking away.
I just like to gamble with my sex life.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I noticed the red flags. They're popping up all over, and I'm like, I could still fuck her. You know?
Like what's the red flags? She takes
Red
her candle
flags.
off and smells something
She's a
real-
comedian.
She's a comedian. That's a huge red
Red
flag. Or
flag.
homeless. Oh, god damn it. I have a story for you guys. Fuck.
please.
Okay, you know how women are kind of, like, I won't say women are bad at flirting, but they just do it in a more aggressive, mean fashion than guys typically do. They don't compliment you and stuff.
They're bad at actually hitting on you. They're
Yes,
okay
that's
at
what I mean.
flirting, but they're
Okay.
bad at actually hitting on you.
Well, when they
Yeah,
try
'cause
to...
we're not used to getting.
Exactly.
We're
Yeah.
not used to going.
Well, I'm saying
after
they
we
try
just
to
get hit
they
on.
try to neg you and stuff like dudes do, but they just are too mean at it. So I
Unless
misunderstood.
you're a fat girl, man, they are fucking champs. At
Yeah,
hitting on guys. Like,
they are
so
awesome.
good.
They are
True.
awesome.
They're so good.
Yeah.
I'm
They
like,
had
to
damn,
become
girl,
good.
you have game. Man.
She's like, you know, I have
And they get
I have
guys.
PlayStation
They trick 'em.
Fuck yeah, I have PlayStation
They're
4
like,
at
if
my
I
house.
feed
If
him
you
and
want to
give
come
more
back.
alcohol, this motherfucker's gonna have sex with me.
Yeah, a fat chick is just like a regular guy.
Yeah, she has an awesome personality. They
she's
always
gonna
do. They like all the
try
cool
and-
stuff you like,
Oh, yeah.
video
Gonna
games,
Try and
music.
get you home.
Yeah.
Try and ply you with something.
Yeah.
You know, get you in the mood. Maybe you got some pizza rolls in the fucking.
I got
thing.
some.
Definitely has got pizza rolls in
You
the
know.
freezer at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe some Shasta. Who knows?
Well, anyways, enough about fat girls. I could
Okay.
talk all day about this subject. I am.
I mean,
a
I'm heading
fucking
there. I'm pretty fat right
mastermind.
now, dude. I'm on that.
I wanna
I'm
tell
on
you-
that side.
So, do you guys remember this homeless lady?
Gravy train.
Literally.
Yeah.
Do you remember that I was telling you this homeless lady? First, she called me fat, and she stuck cigarette butts down my shirt. Then, she called me a failure one day because I was wearing a T-shirt for the band Failure. And said the
Why
word
do you keep visiting this lady?
She just lives in the neighborhood, dude.
Oh,
Every
okay.
time I walk
She
in,
reads tarot cards.
Sure.
listen. So the third time I saw her, she was across a 4-lane highway screaming at me. And then I saw her again this week, okay? She was at the bus stop. This is a different situation, though, because when I saw her this week, she was smiling at me, right? She immediately recognized me.
Came back for more.
She recognized me, and she goes, failure.
No, she remembers the shirt.
No, she remembers me. 'Cause
Well,
listen to
duh,
this.
I mean, that's
Listen to this. So she goes, failure. And then she starts yammering at me. And she goes, there's this guy I want to fuck. I only want to fuck him one time. I want to fuck this guy. I want to fuck him one time. And she's smiling
Ew.
at me. And I go, what? What? She goes, there's this guy I want to fuck. I want to fuck him real bad. And I just started walking away. She started following me. And she kept talking about this guy she wanted to fuck. And I was like, oh, I'm that guy she wants to fuck. She's been flirting with me this whole time. And she's just not good at it.
What does she look like?
She looks fine. She's actually, you know what's fucked up? When
Just
she,
homeless?
When she was smiling, she looked very pretty. Underneath
She had
all
her
that,
teeth?
underneath all that meth was a very pretty young lady.
She had all her tooths.
She's
polished.
fuckable if she wasn't on meth and was clean. That's what I'm saying. And it was total mindfuck.
Take
to
her
look at
home. Give her a bath, dude.
Therein lies the problem.
Fucking
You can
save her, bro.
Dude, talk about taking a stray cat home.
Dude, yeah, it's
He'll
like,
never
that's-
leave.
homeless people are like vampire rules. You can't invite them in. They're gonna fucking come in then whenever
Yeah.
they want.
I'll never leave.
Homeless and dickless, it sounds like.
She'll start squatting, you know.
Oh, but she's
And not
hoping
just
she
the
could fuck
shit.
you for some meth.
Dude, meth is such a
Cool drug?
like a problem. They got a billboard in my neighborhood, and it's
Jeez.
like you can come back from meth, and it's like, but it's two white girls hugging. Yeah, that is the right.
In
demographic,
Inglewood?
though. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I mean, I might start doing it just to lose a few pounds I put on.
Mm-hmm.
But I might-
It's pretty clean. I mean, you do pretty
Yeah, pretty clean. Or maybe I just tell them retarded and I get some Adderall and then that'll help me not eat too. Same thing.
Hey, why don't you just go get some antacid medication out of the Rite Aid and make your own fucking meth? We're at a point in our country's history where they have to lock up antacid
good.
medication.
Isn't it Sudafed?
No, it's Sudafed is because
Both.
when I have
Both.
actual allergies,
Yeah.
I kept getting the shitty kind that's just
They don't put
not
the
behind
stuff
the
in it,
counter
yeah.
or whatever. And I'm just like, it's not working. And they're like, you're getting the wrong kind. You need to get the good shit. And my mom's like, my mom knew because she has really bad allergies. I get it every once in a while, but you have to go behind the counter. I was like, and you have to sign a piece of paper. Like, you gotta show your ID. They gotta make sure you're not a meth head. I'm like, look at me. Clearly I'm not.
Yeah.
Got all my teeth.
Yeah.
Fucking chubby. I'm good to go. Like, I'm definitely not doing meth.
Damn, dude, we kind of lost weight on this quarantine. There's nothing to do. We could just went out on a long walk every day for 5 miles or 10
I have
miles.
been going on walks.
I've been going.
Well,
walks
I've also
don't do
noticed you're
shit
not
when you
one
eat
of the
like
fatter
a fucking
people here.
animal. Walking doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it
I've been
does.
working
You just
out.
have to do it for
I've
a
been
long
working
time.
out here and there, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like what you eat is so important.
What are you guys
It is
eating?
true.
We eat pretty healthy, but I mean, I've been eating pizza more often.
Mm-hmm.
I've been eating carbs more often, which are terrible for you. Pasta's not good for you. Like sandwiches aren't good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fuck with salad all the time, but that's like you can't. You just cannot eat that much. It's no bueno. Drinking makes.
Plus, when your job is always moving around. So
I'm
you're
used to
always
moving
doing
around.
shit,
So
for a
like
long
even if I'm
time.
working out like and I'm walking around, like I do that every day anyway. I've been walking everywhere forever. I never take
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my car to work. But I walk everywhere. That's not enough. That's why I'm like, people are like, just take a walk. I'm like, that's why everybody's fucking fat here. You're supposed to be walking around. You're not supposed to be just fucking walking to the TV to the kitchen. Like, you should be walking around. Like that's the minimal. But the amount of food you eat, you gotta be like, you gotta up the exercise. Not to be boring, but Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Can I talk about food for a second here? Because you brought up pizza. Well, guess what? This motherfucker been ordering pizza off of Amazon Prime.
Prime? What, frozen pizza?
Yes.
Oh,
you can order like from restaurants from other parts of the country. So I did the Chicago style deep dish challenge. Listen. It was Luminalties versus Geno's East. You want to know what? Luminalties wins. Here's why. Because I could actually eat the food because the fucking box didn't break and destroy the fucking dry ice, and then it delivered me fucking soiled pizza, basically.
Jeff Bezos, you son of a bitch.
So anyway, Geno's East, fuck you dumb motherfuckers.
How is that their fault? It's the Amazon driver's fault. Blame them.
They probably left that box in the back of the fucking truck for fucking 2 weeks.
They don't get paid enough to care about that shit.
Well, regardless, they're paying me back because I didn't eat that fucking pizza, and I'm mad about it. I'm mad about Helen Hunt. I would fuck Helen Hunt's cunt.
You would fuck her that forehead?
Yeah.
The
I
whole
don't have to
thing.
look at her forehead. Dog style.
Yeah.
Dog
Well,
style.
I want to say about Luminalties, this is the best frozen pizza I've
never
ever
looked at
had.
a
It was
woman's head
fucking
ever.
incredible. You never fucked a woman's head, is that what you said?
Never looked at a woman's head.
While having sex.
Luminalties, the best recipe I've ever had. But I also want to say this about deep dish: it's expensive. Mm-hmm. Like a normal pizza is like $10, maybe $20 if you get a large and put a bunch of dumb shit on
I think
it.
I'm gonna get deep dish tonight.
Standard deep dish, $30. But let me tell you,
Always or just
Always.
from there?
always
To have it shipped.
like if we went
It
to
is
Geno's
cheap.
East here in the valley, it's $30. Me
Yeah.
and Jimmy used to go
What's
there
the other
before
one called
quarantine.
that's here that's deep dish? I think I want to say it starts with an F. Famagos or
I've never had.
It's in Echo Park.
Legit-
I didn't-
Focaccinis,
it's
Famagos.
It's in Echo Park and it's decent. I cannot remember the name of it either.
I've never
Yeah.
had legit deep dish, and I don't know if I would like it. I like.
Oh, I think you'd like it.
Crust.
I like thin crust. I like all kinds of pizza, but the thick crust, when it's done right, is so good. Like you just need a slice because it's so thick.
Yeah, it's like
but it's
eating a
upside
cake or
down,
something.
basically. It is like a cake. It's like a lasagna, like really. I mean, but just like
Dude,
a
and let me
thicker
tell you,
crust on the bottom, like kind of crispy. But I don't know. It's got to be cooked right too.
And
Yeah.
it tastes better cold than regular pizza does. I don't know why.
Really?
Because I ate half of the thing and
Citizen app.
it was so much I couldn't
See
eat
who's
the
got
whole
a
thing.
gun in my neighborhood right now.
That Citizen app is bullshit, dude. It's Citizen crap.
It doesn't tell me anything except for daily coronavirus update, which I don't care about.
Well, a lot of those
person
people-
assaulted. Oh my God, right down the street. We just passed this.
The Ring has kept my garage door from being vandalized for a whole goddamn year.
That's awesome.
That's
I think I want to
amazing.
get one for here.
And we're using them right now.
Yeah, you can also make your own podcast.
Our sponsor.
Oh, dude. Hey, just so you know, I have other Ring cameras at home. Don't fucking try to rob me when I'm over here recording the podcast with the other Ring
And
cameras.
his address is 9458.
My address is
Rigby
911
Drive.
69 666 Helltown Road.
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Helltown Road. Sounds like a place in Joshua Tree.
My address is 1 World Trade Center Drive.
Isn't the White
Apartment
House
7.
Isn't the White House at like 666 Pennsylvania Avenue or something like that?
I think it's 1600 or something like that.
Close enough. Do you know what Trump's address is? 666 some New York City famous street,
Oh, he
which I
bought
forgot
that,
what it is.
what's that
He
building called?
explicitly bought that because that was hot. That was hot real estate. 666.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And actually, the 666 building also housed DC Comics and I believe CBS. Just if you're wondering if your media personas are in league with Satan, yeah,
They
big
are.
time. They believe in it enough to believe in the symbolism of 666. The rest of us grew out of that shit in fucking 10th grade. Iron Maiden sucks now. Fuck the devil. Fuck 666. This is gay. Bunch of gay shit. Donald Trump's like, I love it. It's not gay enough. 666.
I think he's just a troll
Nope.
to a certain extent.
You think they just let anyone be the fucking president? It's some kind of a mistake
You
that
think
he
he's a
became the
Satan
president.
worshiper?
He's one of them, dude.
Probably.
They're
Yeah.
all the same. As George Carlin said, there's a big club and you ain't in it.
I don't like that statement because obviously
true.
the club's not that big. I mean, only a certain number of people can get in. Most of us are not in it.
But anyway.
We all got to rise up. Coronavirus commercials are fucking killing me right now.
Commercials are
Caesar's-
essential.
Caesar's fucking commercials with their pizza,
Mm-hmm.
Cheese Eater one. I'm like, dude, why are you doing this to me now? I gotta order this fucking pizza. But the Rise Up commercial, you're fucking killing me. It's like State Farm or something. I'm like, you guys are so quick.
Rise up.
So quick
Is
with
that what
these
it
fucking
goes?
commercials. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? It's
No.
on every 2 seconds.
No,
Oh,
but that was
God.
my guess of what it was like.
We stay home together. Like, I'm sick of you guys telling me to stay home. Like,
We're in this together.
I don't need you to tell me to stay home from your fucking mansion in Beverly Hills, J-Lo. I don't fucking care that you're jumping on a trampoline. Cool. I'm glad you're staying home. I'm not staying home.
I might watch that.
I'm not
Yeah,
staying
I'm
home.
actually
I
interested
did
in
watch
that all of a
it.
sudden.
It was on Instagram. But yeah, everybody, just shut the fuck up already.
What I want to say about Carlin real quick. I mean, I wish there was a Carlin nowadays. All of
I
our,
wonder
all
what he
of
would
our,
say about right now. What's going on?
he'd be a pig and shit right now, laughing his balls off.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the courageousness of Carlin. Our peers are pussies. They're fucking pussies. I'm agitated. I'm agitated that I don't feel inspired by my work peers in art. Why the fuck? They're not even writing jokes right now. This is an opportunity to make fun of some wild fucking shit that's only going to happen once in a lifetime. You're not writing any jokes, tisk-tisking people who want to go outside.
Yeah.
You fucking brainwashed, meal-mouthed piece of fucking shit. You fucking worm. You're nothing.
Well, that's what I think it is, though. I think when
Fear.
Carlin was doing like stand-up back in the day, it was less CNN, it was less Fox, it was less media in general, like just brainwashing people, less narrative. I think people were like, when he was speaking, he's basically, I didn't really hear any jokes when he was telling jokes on those specials. He was actually just giving speeches, like, to me. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
in
it
the
was kind of
later
funny the way he
years,
was saying, but
there's much less joke.
yeah,
going
but what he
on.
was
Not
saying was
even
all
craft.
true.
Yeah,
was,
he
like,
wasn't even
telling
crafting
people-
jokes at the end.
He's just-
and people were laughing. They were accepting it because
Yeah.
they weren't in this fucking. They weren't under like media manipulation, is what I call it. That's basically all I can say. It's like people are so upset, and I'm like, hey man, turn off the TV. Go take a walk. You know how you tell everybody to stay home? You go outside, go take a walk, and stop fucking looking at this shit, because I get depressed just looking at people's comments on there. I'm like, my God. I'm like. And I try to stay away, but sometimes, I like to poke a
It's
little
not
bit.
even worth it to comment
but
on it anymore. I don't
It's
feel.
really not, but it's sometimes, you can't help yourself. You're like, did you really say that? Like, are you? And people don't even argue. They're like, you're dumb. You're like, oh, thank
I'm
you. You got me
dumb.
there, buddy. I don't even know who you are. And then I look at your profile picture and it's some Asian dude with glasses and a microphone. I'm like, yeah, you really stand out. You really stand out. Look, take a picture. It's me and a microphone. What are you fucking saying? Nothing? You're calling people dumb? Who are you? Nobody knows who you are.
You always got to go look at their profile to make sure that they're fat and unhappy. And then I just don't comment ever. I don't block them either. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? You can just keep throwing your little sticks and stones at me, a giant, a god. You're a little fucking ant. You're an ant with a fat girlfriend, if you have a girlfriend at all. You dumb motherfuckers. You can't figure out how to get pussy, yet you want to tell me how to live my life? Motherfucker, I get pussy if I want it. I figured that out. I don't need your help. Figured that out. Like, it's the most basic element of life. You need to find someone to fuck and mate with. You can't figure that out, or you're fucking some fat girl or something. Fuck off. Fuck you. You live a terrible life. My life's already better than yours. It is. Look at the quality of the women I fuck. I have always fucked out of my league.
That's the monster
Every
of social
time.
media, though.
if
Social
you're-
media makes you deal with these dumb fucking retards.
If you're funny and you're fucking someone ugly,
Charismatic.
what is wrong with you? How does
You're
that even
obviously not
happen?
that funny.
You couldn't.
Yeah,
be.
there we go.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
charismatic at all.
Like that, you can't figure out how to use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
That's the main thing you have.
Dude,
Yeah.
and girls
As
love
a
a
dude.
funny dude. Are you kidding me? They want someone to have fun with. How hard is that to understand? So when you go up on Facebook and go, tisk, tisk, the president sucks, every girl's reading it going like, my pussy is drier than the Sahara Desert
Oh,
right
God.
now.
Those are
What
the
an
worst
unfun person to be around.
Those are the worst. I always look at their profile pictures too. This one guy called me a troll, and like literally his profile picture was a leprechaun from the Lucky Charms, and it was a leprechaun holding a Lysol bottle. I was like, wow, you are so fucking. Oh, you are so woke. I mean, the Lysol can, and you're like, you just did this. Like, you think that's funny? You think that's original?
I do want one of those woke Trump hats, though. They are pretty
You know what?
fucking
I'm going to
great.
buy the white ones. I'm going to buy one for all of us. That'll be once we get back to work, I'm just going to start wearing a woke hat.
Yeah.
People are still going to be instead of being upset about a red hat, people are going to be upset about white hats. I'm like, this is my white flag. I'm woke. It's my white flag.
People haven't been this upset about red hats since Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit. Remember when they were giving him all that crap for wearing that red hat?
Dude. I don't get it. It really is like a switch. When people even hear his name, they get so mad.
Yeah, dude, they took it off the coat and put it on the hat, huh? Dude, I'm tired of it. It's cognitive dissonance or something where they've bought the lie.
What does that mean when people are just...
They bought the lie
they're
so
aware of the
hook,
lie,
line... They're not aware because they've bought it so hard they cannot hear any other points of view.
Yeah.
This is something I really enjoy. I really enjoy this. Every few days on Facebook, I say, still don't know anyone with coronavirus. I think that's the least offensive statement I could make, and it makes people so fucking mad.
Oh, yeah.
The comments just pile
People
up.
are
My
dying.
grandmother has it! My grandmother! Your grandmother is 95 fucking years old. She's got to have it. She's an old, immune deficient piece of shit.
Yeah.
So she has it. No one I know my age who has a job and goes outside and does stuff is sick. That's
I know
what I'm talking about.
a couple people that died from it that were my age, but they were fat and unhealthy.
Did they die of it, or did they have it while they died?
Oh, you know what? They had it while they died. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. It's like what these, the way
They were dying of fatness.
I mean, when you die, they have a number of things like morbidity or whatever they call it. There's a couple of things. They're like, okay, you had COVID and you died because of pneumonia. Not because, like, it would be a number of things, not just one thing.
Yeah.
Here it's like they're paying hospitals more money, which is so corrupt, which, by the way, this shit's been going on forever. It's not just coronavirus. Hospitals are corrupt. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
dude,
they're giving them money the more
Yeah.
COVID deaths they have. So obviously they're going to be like, we need more money. Let's fucking put everything down for COVID deaths.
We need to make more TikTok videos.
People are coming out and saying this. You know
Even
what I
if
mean?
you
It's not like a
wanted-
conspiracy theory. It's true.
Even if you wanted to think like, okay, most places aren't going to do this. You got to think there's definitely some administrators who are just like, hey, if I take this opportunity to lie right now, I can save $5 million for this hospital.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Mm-hmm.
You would do that because
Of course.
you're a fucking hero for that hospital.
Yeah.
Because think of how much money you'll be able to use that for in the next whatever. Just like
You could
helping
give
other
someone
people.
a new vagina when they used to have a dick.
Right? Oh, my God.
I mean,
By
I
the
don't
way,
think we should be encouraging that. But.
There's a lot of nurses who are being laid off right now because people aren't going to the hospital. They're not getting their surgeries done. People are paranoid to take their kids there if they're sick. Like, people aren't going to the hospital anymore. So they're losing so much money because people are just so scared out of their minds about coronavirus. They don't want to even be associated with the hospital. Like, I saw somebody with a doctor's thing on. I was like, oh, get away from, like, I got grossed out. And I'm not even scared of it, but it just grossed me out. I was like, I don't want to be near any of that grossness.
I went to get an ultrasound done.
Yeah.
And
How
good
far
news,
along are you?
It's a boy. It was on my testicles, and
Okay, all
I'm
right.
growing another ball. No. But it was because I had that surgery done or whatever. And I asked the dude, I said, so what's it like in here? Because there's hardly any people in there. And he said, I used to admit like 4 ultrasounds, basically like 90 people a day, 80 people a day or so. And he said, now 10 people.
Jesus.
So like, it's just everything changed. Like hospitals are going to be losing all this other money.
That's where they make money off of surgeries.
Yeah.
So I was like talking to this nurse online. She was like breaking it down to people because they're like, she's like, hey, dumb fucks, I'm a nurse. Like, stop spreading this fake shit. Like, because there's people, and this girl wouldn't stop arguing with her. And she's like, me and my husband are both nurses. Like, we have like over 23 years experience. She's like, people are getting laid off. She's like, nobody's saying coronavirus doesn't exist. It exists. Yeah. But the way they're dealing with it, she's like, putting people on ventilators. She's like, it's actually killing people. She's like, and by the way, the hospital is empty and people are getting laid off because nobody's coming here. And she's like, and by the way, like, it's herd immunity. She's like, people need to go out. People need to go out. She's like, the only way it's going to go away is like more people have had it than we know of. More people have had it than we know of because it mutates and they're all becoming, not asymptomatic, but the antibodies. I forgot what it's called. You basically build antibodies. Like people have the antibodies and stuff. She's like, yeah, it's going to happen.
Well, that's a question I have. Aren't we making the virus stronger by using disinfectant so much and covering our hands and stuff?
Because you're killing your own microbiome. And that's what she was saying. She's like, by using all this and staying inside, not going outside and getting, vitamin D, and like the sun really is a disinfectant. It really is. Like UV rays kill it. She's like, it's making it worse. Like it's going to make it worse. She's like, yeah, sure, protect yourself, wash your hands and stuff like that. She's like, but overdoing it too is you're ruining your own like bacteria. Bacteria is good. We're made of bacteria. Certain ones are bad.
You have it in your eyebrows. You have it in your guts. They're everywhere.
We all have coronavirus in our bodies already. Like there's different forms of it. She's like, it's just the way you deal with it. It's you build antibodies to it. You know, this is another version of that virus. It's just it mutates constantly. SARS was a version of it. Like it's all been through the population before. It just kind of came quickly.
I've had sex with a Chinese person. Do you think that makes me immune to it?
For sure. You are so immune to it, dude.
I think it makes you an evil person.
By the way, we were at the Comedy Store in March. This shit landed here supposedly January 21st is the date that they're all saying.
Oh,
we were at the Comedy Store.
November.
Yeah, me and Will were talking about it. They said it might have been back in November, December. That means
we all
that
got sick then too,
Well, that's what I wanted to say is because I feel like I did have it back in December, but I only had it for like 3 days, and it was not a big fucking deal. It was basically like in between the flu or before the flu.
You were pretty fucked up, though.
No, I was fucked up enough that I couldn't leave. But
I had it for 2 weeks.
But no, that's what I wanted.
But I kept drinking through it. I was like, that's just a hangover. And I was like, no, I think I'm going to die.
I want to say this is important.
That's a bad bet when you just keep drinking through the fucking sickness.
And taking NyQuil. I was like, I'll take NyQuil. I'm like, I slept
NyQuil
18
is
hours?
Alcohol,
like, I woke
It is. You just got a little hair of the dog that murdered you.
Dude.
But I wanted to say is that the symptoms for the flu were way worse. Those are the reasons why I couldn't do the podcast. The coronavirus symptoms only lasted like 3 days, and it was just like
coughing.
No, I didn't even really get the cough because I smoke weed. I could just be coughing from that for all I fucking know. So I don't even know. But I did have the headache, and I did have the fever for 3 days, which is way longer than a fever usually lasts. Like lasts like a day usually. Just take aspirin. It was the most mildest form of that sickness I had. Once I started sneezing and getting stuffy nose, that was when it was true hell. You shitting like black liquid and stuff. You know what I mean?
Ew.
Way worse symptoms than the fucking coronavirus is what I'm trying to say. So if you die of the coronavirus, you're just a fucking bitch. You're a little pussy ass bitch, motherfucker. Fucking weak motherfucker. Go outside and get some sunshine, you fucking faggot. Stop playing your fucking gay video games all day or whatever the fuck you do inside.
I've been working in my garden a little bit. It's been nice.
You got a garden of what?
What you got growing I just got all kinds of plants in there and shit. I got roses, I got lilies, and
nice.
shit like that.
Well, you can't eat roses, can you?
No, I got like fucking
dumb fuck.
I got like onions and shit if I want to eat them.
Oh, onions.
But I got
what kind?
Shit.
Like green onions or regular?
I've got red onions.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty delicious.
I'm growing fungus in my house, all over the toilet.
I've been practicing my drums a little.
Oh man, I'm about to start practicing some drums. I hope.
Yeah, I know. I wish I would. You think I would use this time to do other things, but I'm like, no. I'll never be bored. I can always procrastinate myself out of anything. Like, what should I be doing? I might do it for a day. I might do it for half a day, maybe half a day, and then it's like, okay. I wish I could learn Spanish, write for 2 hours, and by the way, I write it all down. Never do it. I'll accomplish some stuff on the list, which feels good. Like I feel like just writing it down helps. But as far as like bettering yourself during this time, I'm not bettering myself. I'm just watching more TV, and that's about it.
I talked to somebody who told me that they had the secret to success. They just told me to visualize everything while they stuck their penis in my asshole. And I was like, I don't think this is...
I feel like you're lying to me.
I don't want to keep this secret. This is a different kind of secret.
Open secret?
Yeah, I've been working on my my vision board all fucking
Have you ever had a vision board?
I mean, what would I put on it?
I used to have a vision
I've got
board.
everything I need right here.
When all that, like when I was into
really?
like bettering myself and stuff when I was a dumb
Maybe
21
you were
year
a
old.
witch or something.
I was like 21 years old. No, I became a witch after that, but yeah, I remember I
You
just
put
had a house
hexes on
down.
people?
Not hexes. No, I just like tarot cards and like reading like coffee cups and shit like that. But it was entertaining for me.
All very disagreeable with Jesus.
Also, by the way, guess right on a lot of things. A lot of things for my friends.
That's what the word you need
No,
to say.
I use the cards to help.
Bible's
me guess.
right about a lot of
the
things
cards
too.
tell the story. I just know the person.
Yeah, exactly. You know the person. Yeah,
so I could come to a conclusion.
Right. You gotta. Yeah.
And they believe me so much. I was their vision board.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good racket though. Like if you can get good at it, you
I was
can make
pretty
a lot
good
of
at
money,
it.
dude.
I was pretty good at it.
You just get a bunch of fucking dummies in there. You start reading them.
Oh,
you
I've been one
start
of those
giving them
dummies.
advice about, oh, you've been questioning. I feel like you've been questioning the direction of your life right now.
Or your relationship.
Fuck, yeah.
Nobody goes to see a psychic if they're happy and in a good mood.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No,
They're
like,
always
I got
depressed.
it all.
They're
Time
always
to go to the
depressed.
psychic.
Yeah. Like they're always depressed and they want any good news. Like anything. Please tell me something good. Like tell me I'm going to find
me
love.
something
Tell me
good.
I'm going to have that job I want. Like give me some kind of hope. It's kind of like a therapist but even better cuz you pay somebody to lie to you. Like it's incredible.
So
I've been there. I've done
that's
it before.
exactly what therapy is.
And then I decided I'm like I'm going to learn how to read tarot cards. So I bought all these books. I got scammed on the other end. I was like reading all the books.
You only need one book, and it's called the Holy Bible.
You son of a bitch.
It's actually
I'm more of a
several
Quran
books,
type of girl.
believe it.
I wanted to tell you about the time that the last time I had an
boring, too.
interaction with
Yeah,
a
I can't
psychic.
read it. I can't read a word in there.
The Quran is like the fucking Book of Mormon, but just in Arabic.
Yeah.
Like it's just a guy saying a bunch of shit that like he thinks is what somebody else said, and he's trying to say it in
It's
that
the
way.
same book. It's
It's
based
all
off the same
Abraham's
fucking
fault.
book.
We need to find this
Yeah.
Abraham fucker
Yeah.
who invented the three major religions. But I want to talk about psychics for a second. The last time I had an interaction with a psychic, I was on a
Got a
show at.
reading or what?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I was on a show at a weed dispensary. The lady put my name on the flyer, but then did not know who I was when I got there. So anyways, long story short, everyone in the comedy venue hated me when I was just sitting back there. So at some point I just got up and left and took a long walk.
Yeah.
When I was taking a walk, I passed this psychic and this lady goes, "Oh my God, you have a beautiful aura." And I was like, "I don't fucking think so." And then when I went back to the comedy show,
She's trying to get you in there.
Yeah,
By the way,
not-
that's worked on me. What a fucking
Not
loser.
me, not
I was
me.
like, what color is it? And she was like, purple, blue. I'm like,
black.
that's my favorite
Black.
color. Where do I give you my money? So
Well,
what happened? She kicked you out?
she said I had a good aura, and then when I went to the comedy venue, the two headliners both spent their entire set talking about what an asshole I was. So apparently the psychic didn't see that coming.
Had they seen your comedy?
I'll just tell you the story real quick. So I rolled into this show at the weed dispensary, and the lady that ran it did not know who I was, even though I was on the flyer and stuff. I was like just standing around.
Maybe she's
there.
just high.
She's just stupid.
Maybe
she's
she
just
needed to
stupid.
open her eyes up a little more.
She's just stupid. And then, so I was just standing around in the back, and they had a guy that was giving away free dabs. So I was just smoking free weed in the back. And she comes up to me and she goes, "Did you want to get up?" And I was like, yeah, of course I did. I'm on the show. Then there was this certain girl that was on the show, and she pretended like she didn't know me either. And we had eaten dinner together with a couple other comics. So I was like, this cunt's never going to forget who I am now. So I walk up to her. And she's wearing a Lisa Simpson t-shirt. And I go up to her and I go, "Oh, cool."
Soulmate. I'm just kidding.
I said, "Oh, cool, Lisa Simpson. When I was growing up, I really identified with Bart." And she goes, "Well, obviously, I identify with Lisa." And I said, "Yeah, that's right, because everyone hates Lisa." And then I walked away. She was the headliner of the show. She spent her entire 30-minute set talking about me and what a dickhead I
What
was.
was she saying? I don't
Well, let me
understand
tell
why.
you right now, that girl has never forgotten me. Whenever I roll around to the comedy store, she smokes me out and stuff.
I do at least apartments sometimes. Okay. I never knew how it works with like Section 8 and shit like that. So anyway, this bitch keeps telling me, trying to do deals with me about this Section 8 apartment. And I'm like, yeah, the building will do Section 8, but I'm not going to change the price for you. Like, this is the price. I don't care what your voucher is for. If you want to pay remainder, sure. She's like, yeah, but anyway, she keeps coming back and forth. So I showed her the apartment because legally I'm supposed to. She shows up. She's like, I can't find parking. Do you have parking? I was like, yeah, I'll give you a parking spot. Just let me know when you're here. Open it up. She comes in with a brand new SUV. This bitch got Abercrombie and Fitch t-shirt on. Gucci slides.
I don't know what those are.
Sandals.
Slippers.
Yeah, slippers. Gucci slides, right? I'm just like thinking, wait a minute. You get a voucher for Section 8, bitch, and you're in a brand new fucking car, and you have an accent. You don't even speak English, ho. You came to America to be on fucking welfare, Section 8. I was livid, dude. I was like, and she's got nonstop fucking calling me. Nonstop calling me, asking me for fucking deals. That was her again. Asked me for, I'm like, this is not my job.
Maybe she pestered the Gucci salesman too, and he was like, "Fine, take some fucking sandals and go."
My point is, people are fucking garbage, dude.
They are,
like,
dude.
you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You don't come to America to fucking use the system. You come here for opportunity to work your fucking ass off. You don't use the fucking
Have you
system.
been to the liquor store and seen who's buying lottery tickets? It's not white people. It's immigrants.
My mom loves the lottery. I
100%.
don't care about the lottery. That has nothing to do with it.
It does, because they want free money. They thought coming here.
It's
would
not
mean-
free money. You pay for those lottery tickets.
I'm not saying this. I'm saying this is what their thought process is. They think that the American dream is just coming here and getting free money.
Section
That we're
8
all getting
is
free
made
money.
for people who really fucking need it. That bitch don't need it. She clearly don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking scam the system, and it makes me fucking mad because people. I'm actually applying for unemployment right now, and I've never applied for unemployment, food stamps in my entire life. I'm not fucking working. I need money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I applied for it. Still waiting. It's been over a fucking month. Luckily, I was okay because I had some in savings, but I'm like, how are people with families like dealing with this, like waiting for it's not their choice to like not work. You know, they keep showing us a fucking curve of how many people are dying of COVID. I'm like, how many people are gonna die and be on the street? Are we gonna add another 56,000 people, homeless people, to the street now because they can't feed their fucking families? Like, how many people are gonna die of poverty? Is there a curve for that?
I can't
Is there
tell
a curve
if
for
they
anything?
don't care about that or they want it.
Like, it's weird, right?
you know
Like,
what
they
I
don't
mean?
even add those numbers. I'm like, where are those numbers? These people, I'm like, I'm okay.
Yeah, there are
But I'm like, I want to know, like, how are people doing? Like, it's been 2 months now. Like, I feel bad for some people. Like, I can only imagine if you have a family, you're trying to fucking
I feel
feed
very
your family.
sorry for people that don't review gay porn for a living. I have not been affected by this tragedy at all. I still
so
work.
you review gay porn, huh?
Oh, we didn't talk about this before? That's my
No.
secret shame. I don't tell anyone.
Oh, my
I
God.
am on unemployment. Tell everybody I'm getting money off the dole.
Well, you know what? That's fine as long as you work for it. Like, there's a time and place for all this. Like, if you need unemployment, obviously, give the people their fucking unemployment. Like, don't give them a fucking hard time. You already have my information. You already know where I work. You already know how much fucking money. You have my tax information. Pay me. Pay me. I know you're going to pay me the lowest amount. Just give it to me. Give me the fucking lowest amount. Why are you making me wait? If they're making me wait, they're making everybody else wait. They don't care if you
They're
have
just trying to squeeze
children.
this, dude. Think about this. Like, I have a friend.
Fucked up.
Like, I have
So fucked up.
I have a friend that I guess used to own 2 coffee shops. So she opened a second coffee shop this year, just now, and like all her employees are on unemployment. That's it. Like those 2 coffee shops are going out of business. And they not only destroy these small businesses, but think about the community in which that coffee shop exists in.
Yeah.
Because I'm not into coffee or whatever, but these people are. That's part of their routine. That's part of their daily life. That's where they meet their friends. That's where they interact with new friends. That's where you meet a new girl off of Tinder or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a huge part of the community that they're fucking destroying on purpose. They don't give a fuck. It's nonsense that Starbucks can be open right now, but her fucking coffee shop cannot be open. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Why is fast food essential, but other kinds of mom and pop fast food are not essential?
Well, it's obvious.
Bullshit.
They just want the corporate. It's all corporate. It's
Of course
the
it
big
is.
corporations.
All the welfare
you know.
went to corporations. It
Yeah.
did not go to that coffee shop. It went to fucking Starbucks, who doesn't
Yeah.
need any fucking.
Which,
fucking
by the way,
corporate
the
welfare.
grocery stores never closed. They're essential, right?
Not once.
Now, all of a sudden, Ralph's has that outbreak of COVID. I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
well, okay, guys. Like, okay, we can still do social distancing if you want to play that game. You want to do social distance. You want to put masks on. People could still go pick up food or pick up their coffee. Like, why are they shutting these places down? Like, it's to have tables far away from each other. Some people, like, I live with my boyfriend, so we're not social distancing, but like some families, they don't social distance.
Right.
Why not have the tables separated and like figure out a way, I'm sorry, we can only have like 10 people in here at a time. You can take your food to go, but you can't, and have some kind of normalcy, because this is not going to go away by just having everybody inside. I think it's just going to prolong it, making people even more unhealthy.
I thought the whole point was to
relieve hospitals.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the main thing. So it's like, can we?
They're empty.
By the time that we get a massive influx, do we have enough equipment to handle the people? As long as that's been accomplished, why don't we
Open
fucking
up.
ease up? Like,
Yeah.
because that was the main concern. That was literally the only concern. They're like, we're not going to be able to stop as many people getting it, but we can
Right.
stop them getting it at the same time.
Right.
That was the fucking motivation in
Yeah.
the first place. So why is that not the only thing being talked about? Everyone wants to get into an argument over like, well, only this many people die, this many people. Who cares about that? The whole point was just not to overwhelm the
Yeah.
hospitals. If we can accomplish that, then just fucking let shit go on.
Like hospitals are empty now. You know, they should ease up on certain things for sure. I'm just like, come on, man. You can't let these
reopen
small
comedy
businesses
venues.
like close.
Keep all the comedy venues closed, and the society
It'll-
will right itself later.
It'll turn into another alt comedy scene, but
No,
it'll be
dude.
like a fucking reckoning of like
The renaissance
It'll be a
of bad
utopia.
comedy.
Yeah.
They'll call it the United Utopia of America. No more comedy. No more comedy. That's it. I'm so tired of like what it passes as comedy out is. Hey everybody, I'm a little Indian girl, and I'm gonna tell you about what it's like to
Saturated.
grow up in India. I don't give a fuck. Tell me a joke.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
wanna know
they're
anything
just
about
meeting
you.
a quota. They're just meeting a quota of ethnicity. They're like, we need a girl that's brown. We need a girl that's Hispanic. We need a white girl. We need a whatever the fuck they need. It's always filling a quota instead of filling jokes or talent. That's why I don't like watching any of that shit. But hopefully, I noticed a lot of people moving out of town, so that makes me. I mean,
Have you
sad
seen-
a little bit because it gives me more work to do because I have to fill the fucking building up. But most people are fucking leaving. Like a lot of creatives are leaving because there's no jobs. You know what I mean? A lot of restaurants are being closing out. Like so that means actors, comedians.
Illegal immigrants, they're moving back to Mexico. That's real
No.
shit, dude. Not a lot of them, but
They're opening up
No, but they
juice
have
shops
really
now.
locked down the borders pretty good.
oh, did
Yeah.
they? Well, about time.
Yeah. I mean, they've been doing a good job.
Mexico put a
Less
border
people
up
trying
for
to
us
come.
to not go in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Mexico.
Thank you, dude.
If you want to punish us,
Preach.
make us stay there. Your country sucks so much that your citizens leave to come to our country. So fuck you. Fuck
Yeah, their
you and
fucking
die.
largest portion of their GDP or some shit is like just dollars coming from here.
I
Some
guarantee
crazy
it,
thing.
Is it really?
No.
I don't know
taxed.
how much it is, but it's a lot.
I mean, that would make sense. I'm curious. Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
lot.
tourist, right? Tourists. They have beautiful beaches there. People go in there,
Yeah.
and
no,
then
no, I mean people who come here and send money home.
Yeah.
oh,
Money
yeah.
that's not taxed,
So it's
that
like-
they pay no taxes on,
Yeah.
sent back there.
Well, they get taxed on it here. I'm assuming, unless they get paid under the table.
Depends
They
how
all
you
get paid under the table. The reason
No,
why-
because this is the crazy thing. You could still be illegal and have a social security card.
Well, I should say that in California.
You still pay taxes on your whatever, unless they're paying you under the table, which a lot of people do.
I would say all of
There's
them.
but
also a lot
usually
of
tho-
taxes on goods that
Yeah,
people pay.
yeah.
Gas.
But usually people that
Pokemon backpacks and whatever dumb shit I see them wearing all the time. Oh, they paid 10% tax on a fucking Misfits t-shirt. Big fucking deal, man. I want your income tax too, bitch. If I have to pay for your fucking life, you pay for mine.
income tax is bullshit. I think too. That is fucking garbage. They tax enough. They have enough fucking money. The amount of money they mismanage is disgusting. I'm like, hold on. How much more money? You guys are just printing money right now anyway.
Yeah.
So it's backed by nothing. It's backed by caca. It's supposed to be backed by silver and gold. It's not backed by fucking shit. The Federal Reserve is basically the cabal. What are they?
I don't want to die. You know,
What
I was having
are
a
they?
Conversation yesterday. Do you know that JFK?
What are they, though?
You know what brought down JFK?
Who are these
Do you
people?
know what brought down JFK and Adolf Hitler?
A
the
bullet?
Federal Reserve.
Abraham
They
Lincoln wanted
ran
his
their-
own money too.
Amen,
Yeah.
sister. Whenever you run your mouth about the Federal Reserve and you run around in a fucking car with no roof, you're about to get your fucking brain splattered all over the television so people know not to fuck with the Federal Reserve. Anyway, I support the Federal Reserve with all of my tarnished soul.
Yeah.
I believe it's a
I
great
wish
thing.
we were sponsored by the Federal Reserve
Yeah.
and Hillary Clinton.
We actually are. We
And
are.
Tom Hanks. Tom
we are
Hanks, you're my
the
man, brother.
United States of Federal Reserve. It's
Can
a
we-
corporation. You know, DC is a corporation.
Yep.
Washington D.C. is not even part of us.
And that
Well,
smart they
District of
incorporated it,
Columbia.
so they own
What
our
does
country.
that even mean?
Whoever owns the Federal Reserve, I mean.
District of Columbia.
I'm telling you, dude, the
Federal
Federal
Reserve
Reserve will
sounds
take
like
you down.
It sounds like a good whiskey. Oh, you got to get some of this.
It does
Federal
sound like a good
Reserve.
whiskey.
That sounds like a killer whiskey to me.
I got some Thomas Jefferson whiskey and some Federal Reserve whiskey.
Yeah, it sounds like Ben Franklin might have whipped it up in his shed or something.
Yeah.
I love Ben Franklin. Like, talk about a genius.
Federalist
He's
Reserve.
just bored. He's such a genius. He's like, I'm going to invent electricity. I'm fucking bored. Like,
Yeah.
it's not enough to be on the money and invent the country and stuff. They don't make Americans like that anymore.
That's what can happen. Pussy can make you that smart, you know?
Is that what
He
he's
did a lot
going
of pussy,
after?
dude.
Yeah.
He got a
was
lot
the
of
fucking pussy hound.
Pussy hound for sure.
Well, I mean, I
He
don't
let
blame
his fucking
him.
wife die of cancer while he was fucking out of town or whatever.
Wow.
Like,
Boss.
probably
That's a
fucking-
boss.
I was like, who's this guy? Robert Schimmel? No.
Oh god, he's
Or
so
no, he had
gross.
the cancer.
He also died, Robert Schimmel.
Yeah, but he like
His wife left him when he had cancer?
he left his wife and then
He got cancer?
while he had cancer, he left his wife for like his daughter's friend.
Ew!
Or something.
It happens.
It's pretty boss move.
Jesus. His wife's like, I hope you die of cancer. He's
Yeah,
like,
and
I am.
He's like,
I just can't bear to spend my
beat
last.
it.
Did he beat it or was he dead?
He
he
did
die?
that
He
time.
died of a car
He
accident.
did. He died later, but he got cancer multiple times, I think.
He
Right?
did, but he died in a car accident.
Oh, really?
Oh
His daughter, I
shit!
believe.
It's karma.
It is
Oh.
Karma came back to get him.
C-A-R-M-A. You got that, Robert Schimmel?
Uh-huh. That's what you get. Cheating
It is
on your
kinda
wife.
crazy,
Sick
dude.
fuck.
Think about back in the 80s. Rodney Dangerfield discovered Robert Schimmel. He discovered Sam Kinison,
I'm
Bill
not gonna
Hicks.
lie. Robert Schimmel, don't know who the fuck he is.
Oh, anyways, that's not my
Sounds
point.
like a funny Jew. I have no idea who he
Ac-
is.
funny.
accurate.
Yeah.
Accurate on both counts. But
Yeah.
my point is this, is that comedy, they used to try to find revolutionary, unique personas.
Yeah.
This is just 30 years ago. Now they adamantly try to find the blandest, most uninteresting, non-threatening. That's why they want these Indian girls and shit on TV, because they're not threatening. No one's going to watch an Indian girl on TV talk about being ugly and be like, I have to fucking kill her.
They think,
like,
what
I
they
can't
think they're
accept
doing
this.
is they're trying to be accepted by all ethnic. Like they're trying to be inclusive. That's the thing now. It's inclusive. But I'm like, okay, I understand that, but at least if you pick them, make them funny. Like,
Yeah, it's.
by
never-
the way,
it's
you know
never
what? The
fucking
United States of
punky.
America, it's mostly white people, okay? That's why you see mostly white people everywhere, because the majority of us are white, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like just everybody's walking around racist. No, it's not. It's not like we're like, black people are
We
allowed
need
here.
to learn racism.
They're not allowed here. No, it's because we're the majority. That's how it is. Unless
can I-
you're in California, it's mostly Hispanic.
Oh, I wanted to say, can I ask you guys a question? How is it possible that California has so many liberals? Living
LA.
here,
Go
and-
to Huntington Beach where they were protesting. Go to Orange County.
Riverside.
That's a big red area right there.
Well-
it's all Republicans because they have fucking money. They got beach houses. They think they're be dumb fucks and be like, yeah, well, you know what? I want to pay more taxes and I want to care about everybody. They're like, no, all I care about is my beach house and not paying fucking tax. I don't give a fuck about you fucking poor people.
Yeah.
Suck my dick. Figure out your own way.
Well, my point is I don't understand how anyone could be a liberal living here, because I'm 100% racist, and I'm racist towards everyone, including white people. I hate them now too. I hate everybody. I hate all you, because I've had to rub elbows with you, and I've seen you, especially during this quarantine, I've seen you be so fucking rude and mean and selfish.
Well, liberal
and
has changed.
dishonorable.
Liberal has changed. It used to be like progressive and thought like, of course, you know, like certain issues I'm like down for, but like now they've just made it so fucking ridiculous. It's like now you're just including everybody. You know what I mean? It's like a clown car. I'm like, nobody cares. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, the only time people really get upset is if it affects them.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to admit that because they want to pretend like there's these fucking great people on Facebook or wherever the fuck they're ranting and raving about. They're not. They really, when it comes down, it affects them or their family or their friends. Then they might be like pop up. But really, nobody fucking knows what's going on. I don't know what they're taking my tax money and using it for. I have no fucking idea. No clue.
Yeah.
I know they're mismanaging the fuck out of it because you could just go down and drive down the street and see all the fucking homeless assholes just injecting themselves, taking pills, punching people in the face down the street, stealing stuff.
Walking into the on-ramp, begging for money, which is what happened when I got off the Hollywood on-ramp to get here. Motherfucker stood right in the middle of the street.
Run him over.
I made eye contact with him and said, fuck you. Fuck you, you piece of shit. If you're that bold, why don't you just get a goddamn job? This is the part I can't fathom.
They're working there. They're
It's
standing
work.
In the like you
yes.
can literally go
You're
stand at a
in
cash register.
Hot 100-degree weather, standing outside. Don't you just want to do something with your fucking hands while you do it?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Dude, there's this motherfucker that goes to the 7-Eleven by my house from 10 in the morning.
You can't be high at work
from
all the
10,
time.
Exactly. He's there from 10 in the
Unless you're
morning.
a
I think you
comedian.
can.
I mean,
Even
I
at
am, but
this-
my job's
Depends
a little
on what
different. My
drugs you
job's a
take.
little-
Yeah, dude.
You got to be the special person,
just
and I'm
saying,
sorry.
you know,
if you're asking for money on the street, you're not that
There's a
special.
lot of people working at Rite Aid who could very well be high. And, you know,
Oh yeah. I
But
mean,
how can you?
when I say high, I mean high in methamphetamines,
Yeah.
not high
Yeah.
on weed. Weed don't count.
yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
it
those
does.
hard,
It's ruined my fucking
hard,
life.
gross drugs.
Like this one right here I'm drinking, this margarita.
Well, it's gone now. Good job, dude. See, it wasn't that bad.
I know you
right?
were mocking me through that. You're not drinking fast enough. Well, who finished first? You did, but I
Well,
finished
mine wasn't
second.
as strong. Mine wasn't as strong.
I know. I'm about ready to.
The one
fuck.
time I actually measure it out, I'm like, this seems all right. One more for taste, and then it was a little strong.
It's okay. Whatever. I don't care. I'm a drunk now. I've been drinking and smoking weed every single fucking day.
Well, that's what everybody
Even when I'm being,
doing.
even if I'm being constructive, I'm
Be
still fucking
original.
high as shit while I'm doing it.
Why don't you fucking try to get a 6-pack during this next 2 weeks?
I did get a 6-pack. That's the problem. I drank it.
Club Long Island's. Yeah, we did our Trolls on Film. You had like 2 clubs, a couple
dude.
fireballs.
Dude, well, if anyone listens to that, I had to cut out 20 minutes of it. It was 20
What was
minutes.
the Trolls on Films? What did
Dude,
you guys
I
do?
was so fucking. Oh, we did one already.
What
we did
movie did you guys do?
Oh, we did The Sopranos because we both
Sopranos.
watched the whole series.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say I was so fucking hammered at the end of it. I didn't eat
You
any.
guys watched the whole series?
Yeah. That's what
No,
we did during the
separated
quarantine.
from each other. Like we
Oh
just
my
watched
God.
it.
We
and
were
we talked
quarantining.
about it
Yeah,
for
it's a
an
long.
hour
It was a
and
Oh, you
long,
talked about
arduous
it
process.
afterward, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I wanted
Good
to say is
Lord.
I had to cut out 20 minutes. I was so drunk by the end of it. I didn't eat any food before we did it at 10 in the morning. I just kept like slamming drinks while we
Oh,
were doing it.
Jesus.
By the end of it, I was like, "Hey, Wub, do you ever feel like when you're on stage, God is speaking through to you?"
Yeah.
And then Wub's like, "No, I don't feel that way." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm hammered. I'm
gotta go."
fucking hammered."
Yeah, I was like,
Forget what I said to you.
I was like, I pretty much just feel the way I am, but I'm in a good state of mind,
Yeah.
and I'm very conscious of it. I don't know what you're doing on these
I was like, I'm
three
sorry.
fireballs and 2 clubs.
Sorry, Wub. God's speaking through me
Lady,
now.
She's still asking me
Still-
about parking situation. I'm like, you haven't even filled out an application. You're asking me for deals. You're asking me for 2 parking spots. You're asking me to talk to my boss about a deal. What? The balls on people. The balls. What?
She's from some country.
Starts with an A.
Antarctica,
It's not Albania.
Asia.
Armenian.
Mm.
Armenians
Deals.
Typical.
Armenians always drive the nicest cars. They love cars.
Listen,
They
this
do.
building's full of Armenian people. They're lovely people, especially the older people that live here. Sweet as fuck. But then you have some shiesty ones. This happens with every culture. It happens with Albanians too. You have some ones that are like, just try to get anything out of you. You're like, you have no right.
Yeah.
You haven't even applied. Stop wasting my fucking time. Show me the money. Give me a fucking deposit. You want to stay here? Give me a deposit and I'll hold it for you. Then we could start talking deals. There's no deals for you.
Dude, in China you could haggle anywhere. At this
that's the
one
thing with
airport,
with
you could
foreigners,
go
they
to the
haggle.
jewelry counter in the airport and haggle them on the fucking price of shit.
that
it was
sucks.
so
I
weird.
I hate that.
They
It's-
do haggle though. Like even
hate
when I went
that.
to Albania, like I just
Yeah.
noticed that they didn't really haggle like the grocery stores, but other places like jewelry and like clothing. They're like, oh, I'll give you this
Hey,
for this.
let me
or
say
this for that,
this.
you know?
Can I say
Or I'll
this?
buy 2 and then blah blah blah. That's,
Yeah.
That's the culture, you know.
Yeah.
But like the grocery stores, sometimes my aunt would be like, put it on my tab, and then they pay it at the end of the week. Like it's weird. Like it's just they know where she lives. She's on the street.
Yeah.
Like it's whatever mountain hill she lived on. You just walk up there. There's a grocery store there, and they pay weekly, which was weird to me. I was like, my aunt's like, no. When you go get some bread or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't have any money. She's like, no, put them on Mita's tab. I was like, oh, okay. Had no idea you could do that. They're like, oh, you're
Yeah,
married.
my grandparents had a general store, or no,
Yeah.
maybe my great grandparents had a general store, and they had like little money tokens. like you could buy, and then like it's
their
like
own
their
Federal
fucking
Reserve.
little money.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
They were the
Oh, you
local
pre-buy
reserve.
the tokens or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, or that's like you've paid like this much.
Dude, you know it'd be great if you made your own.
She's crazy. She's calling me again.
Dude, it'd be awesome if you made your own tokens but put some racist shit on it. So they had to use it to pay for stuff,
Yeah.
but it was racist. Like, I don't know. I don't
It's
want
just
to
a
be.
logo, like a crazy.
I should say hot lips on the coin.
Hey.
By the way, she's been calling me for like a month now, asking me about
God
prices.
I can't believe she's still calling. This is 3 times in a row.
I gotta take a piss.
I do too, actually. You know what? We're at the
Should we
hour.
wrap it up?
We're at
It's
63
about an hour.
minutes. We're about done with
Yeah,
this
yeah.
podcast. Hey, listeners, fuck off.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I read some Trump quotes, please?
Why not? Let's
I
do
saw
it.
these.
Why not?
Actually, I was waiting for
Oh.
Pete to get here today because I saw him
Yeah.
post something. Okay, so Lion Brian Williams of MSNDNC, a Concast scam company, wouldn't know the truth if it was nailed to his wooden forehead. Remember when he lied about his bravery in a helicopter? Totally made up story. He's a true dummy who was thrown off network news like a dog. Stay tuned. That one's pretty good. And then this is another really good one too that he said. This is all on the same day. This is at 6:04 a.m. back to back. Yep. I must admit, dude, it's my favorite shit ever.
Yeah.
Dude, so this is the second one that I love. I must admit that Lion Brian Williams is, while dumber than hell, quite a bit smarter than fake news CNN anchorman Don Lemon, the dumbest man on television. Then you have Psycho Joe, whatever happened to your girlfriend Scarborough, another low IQ individual. I like how he puts in quotations his own quote about Don
Yeah.
Lemon. He's like the dumbest man on television.
That's something he said. Yeah. Well, I'm sure a lot of people have said that too.
Oh my god, dude. But he's not lying. Like, all those news networks are fucking bullshit. All they do is cause hysteria.
Unwatchable. Yeah,
Unwatchable.
they're unwatchable.
It really is.
Like, it was kind of interesting to watch, especially the press conferences in the beginning, when you could just watch what Trump said versus the way it was reported, and you were like, I've never seen it so starkly obvious
Yeah.
that people are fucking making something look worse than it is.
yeah. Well, it's upsetting because, I mean, I saw, I was like, people were arguing. I was like, did you actually watch the press conference? They're like, yeah, I watched it. I'm like, so where did he say to drink bleach? Like, that was one that came
Yeah.
out. It was like, okay, in
Yeah.
the next 24 hours, something else comes out that's outrageous. It's just, it's really upsetting to
It's
me. 'cause
like
I'm
when you
why
listen
are
to a talk show host
Yeah.
and you go, you know how, like, if you listen to somebody long enough, you know when they're bullshitting
Yeah.
and when they're just talking
Right.
the truth is. But you can pick it out and be like, oh, he's just being retarded here. Like, I get it. I've heard
He's
him.
joking around.
But he didn't even stumble over his words or anything. What he said was very
No.
specific. UV
Yeah.
light. He said that.
Yeah.
Can we? He said. And he
They
was
omitted
asking.
that part
He was
out.
asking. He said, "Can we use UV light?"
And they do
not
use it.
the
They do
same.
use it.
Yes, he's not the same at all. By the
But
way,
you know what?
by the
UV light
way,
is a
why are there an
disinfectant.
ice cream guy in the quarantine? Fucking shut up!
I could
We're
use
trying to record our
I could use a
podcast.
drumstick though. I mean, you
It's
know.
an illegal.
Let's go get a choco taco.
I want a strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
I like the ones where they just make the same shitty vanilla ice cream with chocolate around it, but they shape it like a Ninja Turtle or
Oh, yeah,
or
those are the
Mickey
little cute
Mouse.
ones. Yeah, those are
yeah,
great.
Yeah, yeah. It just tastes like regular ice cream, but it looks like your
It
favorite
tastes
Ninja
like my
Turtle.
childhood. I love it.
That's it. We'll be back later, fuckers.
Yeah.
I want to know why you guys aren't going back and watching our old videos. You're being consistent and watching the
Definitely
new ones we
should.
put up, but god damn it, I
was
spent a
at
lot of
least 10
time on
pounds lighter.
this.
All right, let's be honest.
There
20
are some
pounds
really
later.
good episodes.
Yeah.
fucking
There are-
early
There were
on.
nice visuals.
Yeah.
We made a video for a reason. You gotta watch it, please. Stop
Please
listening
do.
to it.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
See you in
Keep
hell,
on
guys.
trolling. Love you guys.